Chapter 18, Present Perfect Continuous Tense, Past Perfect Continuous Tense, and Future Perfect Continuous Tense. Present Perfect Continuous. Read the following sentences. I have been working very hard for a week. We have been living here since 1970. You have been talking to him for an hour. He has been staying here since last Monday. She has been teaching in this school for 5 years. It has been lying here for a week. These sentences are in the present perfect continuous tense. They express an action or event that began some time ago, has continued till now or till a very recent point of time, and whose effect or result is still present. Form. The form of the verb in the present perfect continuous tense is have, has, plus been, plus present participle. Affirmative sentences. I have been sleeping for 1 hour. He has been studying since morning. Negative sentences. We have not been working since 4 p.m. She has not been teaching for a month. Interrogative. Have you been swimming for 1 hour? Has it been lying here for 2 days? Negative interrogative. Have they not been coming here for the last 1 year? Has she not been coming to the office since last week? Uses of the present perfect continuous tense is the present perfect continuous tense is used to express an action or event that began some time ago, has continued till now, and is still going on. Examples: we have been writing to them for a year. This heap of rubbish has been lying here since last week. To express an action which was going on till a very recent point of time and whose effect or result is still present. Examples: he is tired because he has been playing for a long time. I have been teaching here for a month. Use of since and for. Since is used for a point of time, as since 10 o'clock, since 7 a.m., since morning, since last week, since midnight, since sunrise sunset, since January, since 15th of March, since Monday, since the last night, since Diwali, etc. For is used for a period of time, as for 2 days, for half an hour, for 10 years, for 2 months, for the last week, for a fortnight, etc. Note: we use since before last week and for before a whole. Past perfect continuous tense. Read the following sentences. I had been studying for an hour. We had been playing since morning. You had been writing to her for 2 to 3 months. He had been serving the sick for many years. She had been writing books for so many years. It had been working very well for a long time. They had been attending my classes for quite some time. These sentences are in the past perfect continuous tense. They express an action or event that had begun and was going on up to a certain point of time in the past. Form. The form of the verb in the past perfect continuous tense is had been plus present participle. Affirmative. I had been staying there for 2 years. We had been working together for a number of years. Negative. You had not been living with them for quite some time. They had not been coming here for 5 years. Interrogative. Had she been teaching there for many years? Had we been visiting them for a long time? Negative interrogative. Had he not been acting in films since he went to Mumbai? Had they not been composing songs for films for a number of years? Uses of the past perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to express an action or event that had begun and was going on up to a given point of time in the past. They had been playing hockey for 1 hour when it began to rain. He had been acting in films for 3 years when he got a chance to act as a hero. To express the present perfect continuous tense in the indirect speech, he said, I have been doing this work since morning. He said that he had been doing the work since morning. Future perfect continuous tense. Read these sentences. I shall have been watching TV for a long time before he comes. We shall have been swimming in the pool for an hour before our parents join us. You will have been helping them for quite some before their relatives come. He will have been practicing music for many days before the stage performance. They will have been studying hard since morning. It will have been working very well before the occurrence of the accident. These sentences 1 to 6 express an action that will have been going on at or before some point of time in future. Form. The form of the verb in the future perfect continuous tense is shall will plus have been plus present participle. Affirmative. I shall have been reading since 2 o'clock. Negative. We shall not have been reading since morning. Interrogative. Will he have been wasting his time before the arrival of his parents? Negative interrogative. Will she not have been working in the kitchen for 2 hours? Use of the future perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to express an action that will have been going on at or before some point of time in the future. I shall have been reading an hour before I leave for school. We shall have been playing for 20 minutes when you reach the chapter 18.